Fortunately, this is not completely simplified. So just because you pre-reduce doesn't mean that it always works out, meaning like where you're completely done.
Yeah.
Is there a number that goes into both 3 and 6?
Yeah. 3.
There's 3. So you can divide the top and bottom by 3. What does that become?
Okay, so the top becomes 1 and then the bottom becomes, I believe, 2.
2. Good. Hang on just.
Attention UFC fit staff.
Okay, let's try another one here.
Okay.
Let's say it's 4/5 times 5/8. Can you pre-reduce?
Yes.
Yes, you can. What does that become?
Wait, let me just do this problem really quick. Okay, got it.
Okay, what does it become?
1/2.
Good. So when you pre-reduce, it's 4/8 because the numbers are the same.
Yeah.
And then this reduces to 1/2. Very good. All right. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay. Now sometimes you can pre-reduce by just looking to see if there's a number that goes into both the top and the bottom. So let's look at a new problem here. Do you agree that there's no numbers that are the same on the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. But do you see that the 2 goes into the 6? Where 2 can go into 6 over here on the right. So you can actually cross them both out and make the 2 a 1 and the 6 a 3. Is it clear how I did that?
Well, it wasn't clear. How did you make it into a 3?
Yeah, so that's what I was worried about here. Okay, let's not jump into this. This will be confusing. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's try something a little bit that, let me just try and grab another one here where it works out the way you're expecting. All right, new problem here. Let's say it's 4/7 times 7/6. Could you try working that one out and pre-reducing?
The same one, right?
Say that again.
The same one.
This is a new problem. Yeah, just like we've been doing though.
Okay. Okay, I got my final answer.
Okay, what do you have there?
It's 2/3.
Very good. Okay, so I think you've got that down. Let's get back to your quiz here and let's talk about how to do some of these other problems.
Okay.
So let me grab a problem here. So we were doing this, I believe, last time, where you take a whole number and multiply it by a fraction.
Yes.
Okay, so this whole number, this 4, becomes 4 divided by 1. And the fraction on the right stays the same. Now, can you pre-reduce? Like, do you see that? Well, the 1's cancel, right?
Yeah, the ones cancel.
So what is left over?
4/3.
4/3. Good. All right, so let's try another one here. So if you try 9 times 2/3.
Okay, so I did this one on my own, right?
Yeah, yes.
I have one. Okay, I got my final answer.
All right, what did you come up with?
Well, I didn't find the pre-reduced, but I got 18/3.
Okay, and that's correct. Now, does this work? Is 18 divided by 3 a number? A whole number?
Yeah,
Okay, what does that become?
becomes 3 and 18/3, I believe.
No, like you can still divide. What is 18 divided by 3? What is,
Oh, 18 divided by 3.
yeah, and sometimes it works out.
6.
6, yes. Okay, so let's try another one like that.
Okay, I do this one on my own, right?
Yeah, go ahead and try this one. It's like the last one. It reduces to a whole number.
Oh, okay.
Attention, UFC fit staff.
Hey Zoe, how's it going on this one? Zoe? Looks like you might
Oh,
be muted, Zoe. How's
yeah.
everything going on that?
Very good, but I just got, I tried to figure it out. 3 times 24, but I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay, you may have to go over and do your long multiplication, right? Remember doing that a while back?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Go ahead and try it. Let me know what you come up with, okay?
Okay. Well, I just want to know if I'm doing it wrong because first what I did was 4 times 3, and
Yeah,
that
for
got me 12, and then I put
a
the
1, the
a
carry
1.
up, yep.
Yeah, carry
And
up
then 3 times 2.
3 times 2. It was plus 7, but it came out 72. I don't know.
7, that's right. And then on the bottom, it's 4. So now you have to divide. You have to do 72 divided by 4.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any questions, Zoe, on how to do that. We'll choose some smaller numbers coming up, but it's good
Yeah,
to practice.
72. I got lost at 0.72 divided by 4.
So 72 inside the house, 4 outside the house. How many times does 4 go into 7?
4 going to 7.
One time, right? Two, because 2 times would be 8. So 1 times 4 is
1 times 4 is 4.
okay, and then you subtract.
Subtract 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. And then the 2 comes on the bottom, right? The
That's
2.
right. And then you ask yourself, how many times does 4 go into 32?
8 times.
8 times, that's correct.
18.
So 18. So your answer is 18.
18.
Okay, so let's move on to another question. Actually, let's go back to the answers to this one. Do you remember the other day we talked about there's certain words that indicate whether
yeah.
it's multiplication or not?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I want to say? This one has more than one correct answer. Okay. So one of the words that we're looking for multiplication is the word of. So go ahead. So there were 24 questions on a science test. 3/4 of the questions were science questions. How many questions were science questions? So whenever you see the word of, you want to think multiplication. All right, so that one's good. Okay. Let's look at this next one here.
Okay.
Let me snip it in. All right, Matthew has 24 inches of green ribbon and 34 inches of yellow ribbon. How much does he have in all? So typically in all or in total, what does that mean for a math operation?
All is multiplying.
Well, all would be like, how many do you have? How many does he have? And then what do we
Oh,
do?
it's adding.
Adding, yeah. So these typically mean plus. So this is no. Let's look at the next one here. Isha baked 24 muffins. She gave 3/4 of the muffins to her friends. How many muffins does she have left? Is this an of problem?
No.
What about the of right there?
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Yes, yes. Okay. So that is a multiplication problem.
Okay.
Let's look at the last one here. All right, Kiki has 24 marbles. She put 3/4 of the marbles in a jar. How many marbles did she put in the jar? Is that an of? Do you see an of in there? That's indicating multiplication.
Yes.
Yeah. So that one is also correct. All right, so let's take a look at another problem here. Let me see what you got. Okay, I want you to look at these one at a time and tell me if they are correct. So let me snip this in here. Is 1/4 times 1/2 1/8?
Can I do can I solve it or do I have to?
Well, yeah, it's kind of done for you though, but sure, you can, like, you just have to multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms and decide if it's the same.
No, it's not the same.
Okay, tell me what's different. What is 1 times 1?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought it was 1 plus 1, but yeah, it's the same because 4 times 2 is 8, and then
That's right.
4 times 1 is
Good,
1.
good, good. All right, how about the next one here? I want you to tell me if this is true or not. Is 1/4 times 1/3 1/12?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then let's look at another one here. Is this also true?
Yes, it's also true.
Okay, very good. All right, so now I'm going to snip in a circle with some pizza slices cut out here. All right, and notice that it's kind of missing like a slice.
Yeah.
And each now it's kind of all the slices are the same. So how many slices total do you see in the picture here? How many total are there?
There's 8 slices.
There's 8 slices, and how many are purple?
1.
1. So this would be 1/8. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great.
Oh, we're ready.
All right, so let's do some more multiplication here. What is 3/8 times 4/6? And decide if you can pre-reduce or not.
Okay. So, everybody see that we can't produce?
There's no pre-reducing here, so you have to multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms.
Okay, got the final answers.
Okay, so what's on the top?
12,
What's on the bottom?
48.
Now, can you reduce the fractions here? Like do the top and the bottom?
Yeah, we can reduce. Wait,
Yes. So you start with 2. Does 12 go into, or does 2 go into 12 and 48?
48. I believe 48 too, yeah.
Okay, so give me the answers here.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one?
I'm doing okay. Can you give me like about 1 more minute?
Sure. Yep. Take your time.
Okay, I got my final answer.
Okay, what do you got?
I got 6/28.
Should be 24. Half
Yeah.
of 4 is 2 and half of 8 is 4. Now, the thing is that we actually can keep dividing by 2 here. That's why there's been so much emphasis, all year on multiplication, division, and all that. You have to be able to quickly take 6 and divide it by 2.
How's it going in here today? Everybody good? Pretty good. Just here.
Okay, I got my final answer.
Okay, what is that?
3/12.
Okay, good. Now you can actually divide each of these answers by 3.
One. 1/4.
You got it. Excellent. Okay, why don't you let Michael know that I'm ready for him whenever he wants to jump on. And that is it for us for today. So I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Michael, how are you today?
Good.
All right. Do you know if you're doing anything fun for the weekend?
No.
Okay. What, anything new going on that you want to share? Anything fun?
Not right now.
Okay. How's math class going?
Good.
All right. I like hearing that. So we've been doing a lot of stuff on angles. I want us to do some angle algebra today. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Some angle algebra. Okay. Now let's just say I draw this L-shaped angle and I put this symbol right here. Do you remember what degree measure that is?
So 90.
It's 90. Okay. Now let's say that I have two angles and the first angle is 55 degrees What do you think this other angle will be? Or how could we find out?
Hmm.
What do the two angles have to add up to? What did we just say that a 90-degree angle, the right angle is? What is that angle measure?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So what do these two angles have to add up to?
90 degrees.
Okay, one of them's 55. So what do you think the other one will be?
55 too.
Okay, so does 55 plus 55, what does that add up to? Could you add those two numbers together for me?
Yeah. $120.
Try again.
Oh.
Are you writing the numbers vertically, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay,
One, 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 10.
okay, you're adding them, right? Like, so let's just start here on the right. What is 5 plus 5?
10.
10. So you put a 0 here with a carry of 1. What is 5 plus 5?
10.
Plus the 1 is 11. Does that equal 90?
No.
Okay, so what we don't want to do is guess. Like, we don't want to just guess. Instead, we want to use subtraction. We want to take 90 and subtract 55. Do you remember how to do that?
No.
Okay. 0, you can't take 0 and subtract 5. That's impossible. Okay. So you have to borrow from the 9. Do you remember us borrowing?
Yeah.
So 9 goes to 8. You put a 1 here. What is 10 minus 5? What is 10 minus 5?
1. Wait, no.
10 minus 5.
5.
5. What is 8 minus 5?
3.
3. So what is your other angle measure?
35.
Good. Okay, so let's have you try a subtraction problem on your own. Let's have you try 90 minus 48. Okay. So go ahead and write that down for me, please.
Okay.
Now, can you take 0 and subtract 8?
No.
You cannot. So you have to borrow from the 9 on the top left. That becomes an 8. And the 1 goes with the 0 to make 10.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
What is 10 minus 8?
2.
2. And then on the left here, what is 8 minus 4?
4.
4. Very good. All right, so here's one for you to try, Michael. Let's have you try 90 minus 57. Go ahead and try that for me, please.
I have an answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
33.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's go back to our angle measure question. Okay. So let's say I tell you that this is 90-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle. So here, let me try it one more time. So this is 90 degrees, but this one up here is 25 degrees. I want to know what this angle measure is down here. How can we do that?
By subtracting 90 and 25.
Yes, taking 90 and subtracting 25. So will you do that for me, please?
Okay. I have an answer now.
Okay, what do you got?
65.
Very good. Okay. Now, there are also these things called straight lines, and the angle measure for them is 180 degrees. Okay. 180 degrees. All right. So let's just say I give you an angle that's 45 degrees, and I want to know what this other angle measure is.
Okay.
So to do this, we have to take 180 and subtract 45. Now, can we take 0 and subtract 5?
No.
No, so you have to borrow from the 8. So the 8 becomes a 7, and you put a 1 there. What is 10 minus 5?
5.
Now we go to the next one. What is 7 minus 4?
3.
Good. And then you bring the 1 down. It's 135 degrees. Any questions on that?
Yeah. So is it always going to be 180 degrees?
Yes, for a straight line, yes. For a 90-degree, or for a right angle, it's always 90. Okay, so let's have you try one here. Let's say I give you this, and I tell you that the angle measure is 142 degrees. I want you to find the other one for me, please.
Okay. I have an answer.
Okay, what do you got?
238.
Did you subtract from 180?
Yeah.
Okay. How can you do 0 minus 2?
You make it a 7.
Okay, good. What is 10 minus 2?
8.
Okay, how about 7 minus 4?
Okay. 3.
What is 1 minus 1?
Oh, 1.
1 minus 1 is not 1. Try again.
Nope, 0.
And 0. So you don't write it and leave it as that. So that's your answer.
Oh, because I thought I was subtracting first.
That's okay here. I'm going to quickly look for, you are subtracting. 1 minus 1 is 0 though.
I mean, adding.
Yeah. Can't switch in the middle of the problems. But let's see here. Let me see if I can quickly find another couple of problems here for us to work on. Okay, yeah, let's do a couple of these. All right, so here's one for you to look at. So these are gonna look just a tiny bit different, but it's the same thing we've been doing. The whole angle adds up to 90. The smaller angle is given. How do you find the missing angle? Do you subtract from 180 or do you subtract from 90?
You subtract from 90.
Yes. So go ahead and do that for us, please.
Okay. Yeah, I have an answer.
Okay, what do you got?
78.
Say that again.
78.
78. Okay, so let's add those together. 78 plus 22. So if this is right, it should add up to 90, okay? Because you subtracted from 90, is that right?
Yeah.
So let's add together. 8 plus 2 is 10. That's 0 with a carry of 1. 7 plus 2 is 9 with a carry of 1. That's 10. Uh-oh. Did you borrow from the 9?
Yeah.
Okay. What does the 9 become then?
An 8.
An 8. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 is
7.
8 minus 2 is not 7. Try again. Eight minus 2, Michael. 8, just count down 2.
6.
6. Good. Okay, let's try another one here. All right, so this is a straight line here. So the angles add up to 180. So to find the missing angle, you have to subtract from 98.
Okay.
So you're going to take 180 and subtract 98, okay?
I got an answer.
Okay, what do you got?
123.
Okay, let's do this together here. So you're gonna borrow from the 8, that's a 7. 10 minus 8 is
3.
2. 2, okay. 7 minus 9 is not possible. Okay, so you have to borrow from the 1, that's 0, and then it's 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9. What does that become?
Um, uh, uh, 12.
Okay, I feel like you're just guessing. So 17 minus 9 is 8. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop there for today, Michael. Good job. We got lots of practice in on angle algebra.